trying to play the 1-2 with Messi. Challenges coming in from either side. Free kick given. And this, my friends, is Lionel Messi territory. The last kick of the game will come from the left side of the pitch, about 25 yards from goal. And honestly, this is penalty kick range for Lionel Messi. 4 men in the wall for Cruz Azul, a drafting scooter behind them to try and deny Lionel Messi a free kick goal in his Inter Miami debut. The whistle sounds, Messi approaches, he goes for it, and he scores! Lionel Messi on his debut has produced a moment of magic everyone came to see. With the last kick of the game, Lionel Messi has won it for Inter Miami. Unbelievable.
Really was unbelievable. You couldn't have scripted it much better than that. Lionel Messi has proven himself to me, and I guess in an odd way, I was one of his harshest critics going into this whole situation, but I'm a buyer now. I'm a buyer and a believer in Messi Messiah, as Vlad has, if you're watching on the YouTube live page or the Twitch page, 560 WQAM. If you're just listening, 560 WQAM in the Odyssey app, Vlad says, Messiah, the Messi. Messi, the Messiah. I'm not going to lie.
Bro, you could not script this any better, bro. Friday night, South Florida.
Against Cruz Azul.
Cruz Azul.
You're not playing Nashville.
Bro. All right. I almost was about to get the Apple subscription.
Oh, but yeah, Univision.
Then I remember I got Spanish television.
Yeah, that's all you need.
I was like,
no, I'm going to ask you, did it sound like, and my Spanish is limited, sounded like.
Oh, he dropped a lot of English words. The greatest of all time. He was dropping a lot. I was like, what's
still,
but
you got a little bit of the Univision love for Liga MX in there. I thought it was a little bit shaded towards Cruz Azul.
No.
But they couldn't deny Messi.
No, they did not. They were crapping on Inter, but when Messi got on the field, and they realized it was a different ball game. But it was great, man. It was a beautiful Friday night.
It was great,
and it rained early in the day, so the rain was cleared out. Beautiful night. Obviously, it's South Florida in July, so it's summer in July. So it was very, very warm and humid, but it was a great night. Mm-hmm. Celebrities are out. Mm-hmm. He comes in, 54th minute?
Yeah, earlier than I expected, to be honest with you.
Minute.
I expected 60, 65.
Once he got in the game, it was different, man. It was a lot of energy, excitement. And then when he scored that goal, man, like, yeah, bro.
So let's break it down. I'll break it down first, tell you kind of how my night went and what the emotions I went through and all the feelings that I was going through. And then, Vlad, you'll tell us. So I get off of work here. I actually did the pre-game for the Inter Miami game, did a little day at night, got everything ready for that. Talked about Messi and everything that's going on, what we expected. I get off. I go see my dudes, Giuseppe and Nathan, for a beer or two, kind of talking with them. Then I decide it's time to go watch the game. And the first place I went, Cafe Prima Pasta. Of course, that's Messi's favorite place in Miami, right down the street. What'd you expect, man? Packed out the door. The game was on, but, it was too much. Needed to get something to eat. So I walked down to a Peruvian place called Mercado 31. Mercado 31. And there was one table left. And, of course, they were playing the game on Univision, and Messi had not been subbed in yet. So sit down. Sure enough, you see Messi warming up, and I'm like, oh, man, this is going to be just great. And you got people there eating, drinking, watching the game. I'm locked in 100%. And I think, I'm not trying to be a soccer snob. I think I was the most knowledgeable soccer fan in there because a lot of people were in there watching, but they kind of didn't understand what was going on. And people were asking me like, well, what just happened? I'm like, it's just a common foul. Like,
well, here's the thing, though. One thing I will say about this, about any sport, out of all the sports, soccer fans are knowledgeable about their sport.
Well, these people weren't, though. That you could tell they were there for Messi and Messi.
Nobody's
alone.
going to a soccer game or a football match, and not know the team. They know. Even the women that are down for their club teams, they know this is something that was passed down to them from their parents, their grandparents, and everything. So I'm gonna say what you said is right, because Solana showed a video of, I think it was at a restaurant, and when the goal went in, when Messi hit the free kick, and the restaurant didn't go crazy at all.
Yeah,
it's like, hey,
that's what I was gonna say.
I'm like,
maybe we're at the same restaurant. I don't know.
I'm like, wait a minute. This, I don't care if I know, just for who he is, what he's supposed to bring. for him to live up to the expectation and do that at that moment, 94th minute, like the game is about to end. This is their last shot. He does that. That's like hitting a game winner.
It's a walk-off.
That's like Dame hitting a game winner in his first game.
So, okay.
That would be like Dame if Dame went to Miami. Came to Miami, or when he does come to Miami, even though, Sergey, you've been saying it for a long time, and I was right with you. I agree with you. This might not happen. But this would be like Dame hitting a game winner in the first game.
Yeah.
Not a preseason game, but like the
3-point game winner.
First game of the season, hitting a 3-point from the logo.
In Mercado 31, you want to guess how many gringos were in that joint? Outside of me?
That's
it.
In the servers.
Zero. No.
Even the
Peruvian.
Peruvian. No.
So, and of course, oddly enough, I'm the most knowledgeable person, and people are asking me what happened, what's this, and I'm like, man, Messi's coming in. Okay, this is going to be awesome. And like I said, there was points where I was like, don't think Messi's going to come in and save the world. I caught up with the folly of do. I got excited like everyone else when he got in, and then I saw the way he was playing. I saw the way the team played with him in, and I was like, wow, he makes all the world of difference. This Inter Miami team has not looked this good all season long. Now, they were already up 1-0. They got tied 1-1. I'm watching Messi pass. I'm watching Messi on the run. And I'm like, whoa, even if he doesn't score, I'm satisfied at this point. I'm like, you know what? Good enough. Like, he doesn't even know what's going on. He's just being Messi out there, which maybe that's all he does anyway. But so it gets down, and I'm like, man, if they go to PKs, I'm thinking it's going to PKs at this point, Vlad. Of course, it's tied 1-1. It's in the 90th minute, and they don't even put up extra time on Univision. How much extra time? Did you notice that? They didn't put the amount of extra time. I don't know when the game's going to end, or when they're going to extra time, or when they're going to penalty kicks. Nonetheless, I see him go down, and I'm like, they have to call that foul. And then people are like, well, what happened? What happened? It's like, Messi's about to get a free kick with no time left on the clock. And like, what does that mean? I'm like, he basically gets a kick. It's defended, but it's not like a penalty kick. I'm trying to explain all this. So it goes in, and me being the typical American that I am, I go, yeah. Nobody else does anything. And like you said with Solana stuff, it kind of just, people are like, oh, okay. I'm like, well, this is one of the greatest moments in North American soccer history. I'm going nuts. I'm yelling. I'm like, did it not go in? Because no one's cheering really. And they're kind of running around, but it's happening fast. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure that went in. I'm pretty sure Messi just walked off Cruz Azul in his debut game. I'm fired up. Everybody at the restaurant's kind of, I was surprised, maybe because it happened so fast and soccer happens like that. But yeah, it was crazy. I was like, okay, unbelievable. And so I'm absolutely stoked. I'm absolutely hyped. I'm talking, people, my phone's blowing up. Everybody's texting me. I'm telling you, you were right about everything. I was wrong. Messi will come in on a white horse. He has come in on a white horse, and he is going to make USA soccer the greatest in the world. I was so stoked. I was so happy. And I was so wrong originally. But Messi, one of the greats, he played like one of the greats last night.